Good afternoon, my little cherubs, my booties. As you can see, it's just me here today. And I'm sure you're wondering, I see the good-looking one, but where's the smart one? Well, unfortunately, Bobby is under the weather and is not able to record this week. But, have no fear, you'll still be afforded the privilege of some good old behind-the-boots humor. Actually, you know what? This doesn't feel right. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's better. You know, since we just released episode 20 last week, and Bobby isn't able to be with us this week, we just decided to take you on a journey. A journey that will not only change your life, but also leave you wanting more. Much, much more. We're going to take a look at a few of our favorite segments throughout our first 20 episodes. So strap in, you beautiful sons of bitches, because it's going to be a doozy. But first, what am I drinking, you ask? Well, that's a great question. And it's delicious. Well, that's Jack Daniel's Winter Jack Tennessee Cider. Yeah, I know it's summer. Hey, but this is America, and I'm not going to let a fucking season determine what I drink. Military members are often known for their respective camouflage uniforms, or their sexy, sometimes a little fruity dress uniforms. Not many people who haven't served, though, can look at someone out of uniform and tell that they have served. Well, but those who have served can tell right away when they spot a fellow veteran. Bobby discusses how you can spot a veteran in the wild with off-duty unis. I sure hope ISIS isn't listening, because let's take a trip all the way back down to episode 3. Do you remember it? Because Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay.
So,
my friend, was a great segue.
Until you said it was a great segue.
I'm going to keep saying it because I was amazed by your segue. Go on.
So, that segue is brought to you by Redemption Whiskey. It helped me carry that over. But the off-duty uni, right? So the premise behind this segment and the questions that I have for you are based upon what you think a military member who's currently serving or a veteran is going to look like when they're off duty. Okay? So I premise it this way. If you are taking a trip somewhere and you're walking through the airport, okay, what do you think is going to make someone stick out to you that they are military, other than wearing a uniform? Okay, I have to premise that. So I want what do you think?
Well, if they were wearing a uniform, I wouldn't be able to see them because it's
they'd be
camouflage.
camouflaged.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
would. Yeah.
What do you think? And then I'm going to go to what social media thinks. What the listeners out there think.
So first thing comes to mind, haircut.
Okay. Describe that. What do you mean by haircut?
High and tight.
Is there another way?
There is no other way.
Is there another way?
I remember I got a high and tight one time. I fucking hate the high and tight.
With a passion.
With a passion. I got a high and tight one time early in my career, and the lady who did it was like, oh, I love the high and tight. It's so sexy. And I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, you get the fuck out of here, lady. It's not. It doesn't look good at all. So high and tight.
You didn't think to hit on her?
Nope.
Okay.
Did not.
Fair enough.
So, Oakley's.
Ooh, good call.
Oakley's. Some type of 9-line apparel.
That's current day serving, 9-line or current day, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're still wearing their boots.
Okay.
Because apparently that's the only shoes that you can own.
What is also the other shoes that they tend to wear?
I want to say Crocs.
That's only certain people.
Okay.
We know that person. This may be different because I guess they get to do it differently now.
Yeah. Maybe this was back in the day.
Yeah, you can only wear white PT shoes.
Oh no, that
So
wasn't
like
a
your
thing
white
anymore.
running shoes.
Yeah, that
so
wasn't.
you had to wear like the one kind of running shoe and it was white, and they would wear that. That would be you'd be like, oh, look at that. It's a
Is that why? Is
Yeah.
that why all the middle-aged dads now just grill in their white New Balances?
yeah, the
Okay.
walking shoe. Those are comfortable.
You would know that.
Yeah. Okay. These are really good.
Yeah.
So far.
Some type of all black backpack, or they still have their camo assault pack.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I think I said this to you before, but just like an aura of sadness and depression.
Vibe of
Yeah.
of misery.
Yeah, just they're sad
Mhm.
about a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
but they just don't know how to express it, so it just oozes
So
out.
it just oozes out of them.
Yeah, it
with
just
their,
oozes out.
with their combat
If
boots.
I'm
their Oakleys.
yeah, if I'm
their
close
nine-line
enough,
apparel.
if I'm close enough, I can smell the booze
Mm-hmm.
and the stench of stale mob breads. Am I doing good?
You're pretty solid. I'm gonna
Okay.
say so. What the funniest? So I thought about this too, and I'm like, I've walked through hundreds of airports, right? Like all over the world. Not a big deal, but all over the world. But you can see it, man, and it's like the high and tight. First of all, I think it's a rite of passage. Like you have to have it at some
Yeah.
point in your military career. I think it's probably less now. I think it's more of a. It's not really
It's still like high,
Yeah.
but it's not as tight.
Dude.
So they have like the high fade and then the little whoop,
Yeah.
little whoop-de-woo.
The Bieber, little maybe perhaps.
Sure.
But I had a 4-finger high and tight. So
That sounds kinky.
you would put 4 fingers on your head, and then they would shave around it, and that was your high and tight.
Last week of basic training, we were allowed to get something other than
Shaved head.
shaved head
The high
because
and
they
tight.
wanted us to look, decent for graduation and shit.
Professional
Yeah,
soldiers.
they want us to look like not like
Not
the
like
Klan.
natural born
not
killers, but you look like
They don't want us to
natural
look
born
like a Klan. They want us to look like
Yeah.
we were soldiers. So me and a couple other of the recruits decided that we would do our own. So we bicked it on the sides,
I used to do that.
and I would say
Every
it
Friday.
was a 3-finger.
Ooh, yeah, the mohawk.
They were so pissed. They were like, "You fucking shave that right now." He goes, "You look," pardon my French, like a retarded Marine. And I was like, "Is there any other Marine?" But I was so for my graduation, instead of having a nice high and tight, I had
A shaved head.
a bicked
A big
shaved
shaved head.
Yeah.
The cue ball. as it
Yeah.
were. Yeah. I used to have the 4-finger high and tight. I thought it was like the thing, man. I had to have this. But I would do it on Friday nights before going out to the bars. My buddy would do it for me, and I was like, I have to really express my hair and my flow. And then
Of
I
course.
got in trouble all the time for having sideburns because I needed to, countless people would say, Sergeant Carlton, paratroopers don't have sideburns. Get rid of them. And I'm like, well, this one does. I kept it forever. But one of the funniest ones. So I put this out there, and the social media questions.
You ask, and they always deliver.
They do. They sure do. And I got some really good ones. The best one I thought, though, was if they're a Marine, they'll tell you.
Being a Marine is like being a vegan.
They
feel
have
like-
to tell you
yeah.
about it
They
and
have
why
to
their
tell you.
choice in life is
Yeah.
the best. But that one was really.
I was
really,
gonna go Army, but I'm not a pussy.
That
so.
was really funny. I did like that. If they're a Marine, they'll tell you about it. Obviously, the combat boots with their civilian clothes was a good one. Some ones that were pulled but fell in low on the voting scale. Tattoos, right? Like there's only a couple that said tattoos. I think that's more of maybe a modern day. Like the last 10 years,
Yeah.
I feel like tattoos
Like,
have been coming like more and
Big
more
into
prevalent.
like sleeves.
Yeah.
Full sleeves. Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like on my social media, I could see who was military that commented, who was still active that commented, and then who were civilians.
Yeah.
One of the ones that was the civilians, KIA bracelets, right? So
Wow.
memorial bracelets.
I can way to bring down the mood. But
Hey,
yeah, that
easy way to identify, though,
that's,
right?
That's true.
That is true. Dog tags being worn, obviously. That's a good one.
I hate that when they wear them on the outside of
I do too.
anything.
I do
Put
too.
them away.
do too.
Just fucking put them away.
This one is a pretty good one. A couple different people commented on this. They were both Air Force. They were both females, but carrying everything in their left hand, so they were able to
so they can salute someone in the airport. Yeah, just
exactly. Carrying everything in their left hand. I thought that was funny though. It was two Air Force females that commented on that one. Another Air Force female commented, "BDU shorts." Like cut off BDU shorts. I feel like, we're issued multi-cams now? Well, these old BDUs are now going to be shorts. Bada bing, bada boom.
You ever heard of upcycling? Yeah. That's a thing.
So khakis and collared shirts tucked in.
Black belt. Or the like utility belt looking thing.
Okay,
yeah.
So that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And it had to be your issued utility belt. So back in the day, I keep saying that because I'm old. Yeah. But
we can just assume that you always mean back in the day.
Khakis, collared shirts. The BDU belt was a black cotton belt with a black buckle that you had to like constantly spray paint to keep black because it's not naturally black. It's like
it's painted.
Yeah. So you have to constantly keep it black. So they would wear that, and then they would wear their tennis shoes, their PT shoes with that, and that was like the standard uniform. For all my Marines out there listening, comment on this episode because I know that there are requirements when Marines go off base. They get checked, or they used to get checked to make sure they were appropriately dressed for the Marine Corps standards.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the only branch that doesn't allow you to go out in uniform unless you're like in the dress uniform, right? They don't want you to go out into a store or a restaurant wearing your BDUs. They want
camis.
They want you either dress to impress or get the fuck out of the uniform.
Correct. So the top three that were polled, you hit on two of them. You missed one. So the haircut was the number one. The backpack was the number one overall, right? Mm-hmm. And you did say it's either some sort of military, like purchased backpack at the BX. So this is also where you can tell the difference between a combat arms soldier and like just a regular in the military. If you purchase like a solid color military backpack at the BX or PX or whatever with Molly all over it, or if you have an
Molly being
not Molly the drug, but
like you have to clarify.
Yeah,
he's not just like he doesn't have just
it's a type of webbing where you can attach other patches.
Exactly. He doesn't just have like packs of fucking Molly hanging off his bag for everyone to take.
Or there's a camouflaged assault pack that's dirty as fuck with your name tape sewn on it, and then two pieces of glint tape or like
so many stains.
And
just
you can tell the difference
everywhere.
So the backpack was the number one, right?
Yep.
Some sort of awesome morale patches all over it that says,
makes sense.
Killing a commie for mommy.
You're welcome for my service.
You're welcome for my service, or your mom sent me care packages. All the good ones, right? The second one was the haircut.
I can't believe that came second.
The backpack was, and a lot of these were combos. They're like backpack, haircut, Oakleys, backpack, haircut, Oakleys, right? So I had to feed that out. The third one though, which is surprising, which you didn't say, is usually a big ass watch. Was the official one. Except though, this is not my big ass watch. Is not military big ass watch.
What?
This is more like mountain guide watch, like big ass watch. So it's different. It's different color.
That's more like look at my watch.
Exactly. This is look at me. I have a G-Shock. Look at not a big deal.
Hey, ask me about what time it is.
One of them was funny. It said a big ass watch that may or may not tell time. But you're always gonna have some sort of subdued big ass G-Shock Sunto watch.
That's true.
Or a cheap generic Casio or Timex watch. Some front runners up that needed to be mentioned were sunglasses on the head. Okay.
Backwards.
Yeah. Or turned around backwards. I hate that. But yeah, sunglasses on the head. Now I do it just to keep my hair out of my face. But you know that problem. But the other one is sitting at a bar for no reason when your flight is 4 hours away.
We get there, like the flight could be at 7 a.m. We'll get there at 4 a.m. just to find the bar.
Yeah, just to find the bar. Yeah. It was actually a really funny one. A guy wrote in. He said running with a sense of urgency, like birds are spinning in QRF on the flight line to get to your gate when your flight's in 3 hours.
That's oddly specific.
Very specific. Yeah. I was like, wow, dude, you rocking it. So those were some common ones. But then I looked on what civilians think about military in the off-duty
This should be
unit.
interesting, yeah.
or the out of duty uni for those veterans, right? It's kind of twofold here. But tattoos, lots of tattoos, military tattoos. So unit tattoos are different than look cool tattoos. I was like, well, yeah, but my military tattoos are look cool tattoos anyway. Like it's the same thing. So appearance and clothing.
Do people still get tattoos for meaning? I thought
guess,
they were
I don't
just
know.
look cool now.
I have one on my leg that says water, but it's not Chinese.
It says
just water.
Insert Leatherman here.
Yeah, that's not funny, dude. That's not funny. But
Reference to episode 2.
episode 1, actually.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Appearance and
Counting
clothing. It says their order of their clothing is just different. We know what that means. It's tucked in. So if you've ever watched Forrest Gump, if you see how Forrest Gump dresses, he is a veteran. He does tuck in a button-up shirt with a collar, wears khakis and tennis shoes. They nailed that.
Yeah.
With
to a
T.
With the high and tight.
Yeah, with the high and tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nailed that to a T. Terminology, acronyms, etiquette, protocol, very organized and structured. Obviously, they've never met me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Who
I thought
are they
it was,
talking
I
about?
thought it was very funny of what the off-duty uni or the out-of-duty uni can look like. And I think that this segment's going to go further in the future, being specific on some of the things that we do in the veteran population these days that just really celebrate the fact that I served my country.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Exactly.
So,
Look at me.
So
Look at me, peasants.
I look forward to that as well. But good job, John. You I hate to say that it's a glaring like obviousness of what it is,
really is.
but you know your situational awareness is up. You know who you can count on or possibly not count on in an emergency because they've been sitting at the bar for the past 4 hours.
That's true.
You know, at the airport bars, and they're always like, "Would you like to buy a shot with that?" Every airport bar is like, "I'll take a Sam Adams, please." And like, the 22. I'm like, "Yeah." You want to buy a shot for $4 more?
Yeah.
Like, why'd you ask? Did you see my
of course
haircut, my
I
Oakleys
did.
on my head, and my collared shirt?
That's
of course
like asking
I want
if
one.
I want to supersize my Big Mac. Yeah, fuck yeah, I do.
Of course I do. Absolutely. So, well done, John. Off-duty uni, out-of-duty uni, nailed it.
Wow. I almost forgot how fucking funny we are. But we can also be serious. And if there's one thing that Bobby doesn't joke around about, it's the proper length of shorts. He is steaming about how Hollywood just realized the proper length of shorts and how they think they're leading the way in some bullshit fashion statement. He even goes so far as to call out a certain geologically named celeb. Let's take a gander at what he has to say from episode 7's Skies Out, Thighs Out. Roll the damn thing.
Sure. I feel like this is just going to continue to move along. Question for you.
Yes.
What is the appropriate length
5 inches.
of shorts?
And it's still the same.
5 inches. I actually think that's too long. I'm looking more at like a 2.5 inch, 3 inch
All right.
inseam, right? But I bring this up because I'm seeing a disturbing trend in the celebrity world right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been all over TMZ. It's been all over all the other silly social media
all the other
platforms that pop up and I see. But it's become fad for celebrity men to wear what the media world is calling short shorts.
Okay.
Now,
Isn't it just regular shorts?
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm getting at here, right? So
The ribbit's kicking in.
the appropriate length of shorts are already short shorts. But what I'm mad at is the fact that these celebrities think that they're starting a trend.
No. Been around for decades. Ages.
So I also feel like this is almost like a case of stolen valor, right? You're wearing something that's earned.
Okay. This is
Short shorts, or the more appropriate term, Silkies, is something that is sacred inside the military just as much as the whoopee. Now,
so who is Who is?
perpetrating this?
Yeah.
Well, one is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, that's not how you say his name. That's like how Yoda says The Rock's name. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
I mean,
It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
no. It's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. All right. Now, when I say that,
Okay.
it is just unacceptable because, first of all, I respect The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, you're not respecting him by the name, but
Well,
okay.
Maybe I'm doing that as a slight. Okay.
All right.
If he wants to come on and defend himself, more than happy to have him.
Prefer if he didn't.
Now let's talk about this here, right?
Yeah.
Super fit guy,
Yeah, he works out of here.
very successful.
Yeah, he's pretty wealthy guy.
Super, I respect that. Now, I am also, so the Silkies, right, which is the loving term that is given to the Sophie or Sophie, however you want to pronounce it, wherever you're from, men's running shorts. Okay?
Thing of beauty.
They're a thing of beauty. They are majestic.
Yeah.
Now, the other problem that I have is more towards some of our veteran brothers and sisters.
Oh boy.
Okay. The Silky is a point of pride for certain branches of service and certain jobs inside those branches of service. It's a badge of honor, if you will. So everyone obviously goes to the Marine Corps, right? Because that was an issued item for their PT shorts, the small little green silky shorts.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing The Rock right now in Silkies, and it's he's a specimen.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Even in my head. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Silky is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I agree.
We had to wear them as our training
No.
shorts.
You got to wear them.
Yeah. We were privileged enough to
Yeah.
wear them through our training pipeline. We also had to tuck our T-shirts into them, which made them even better. And
Like little diapers running around.
and if you don't know, the Silky will shrink when you wash it repeatedly, and throw it in the military dryer, which shrinks everything.
Yeah.
So Anyway, I just feel like, one, shame on the news for trying to say that short shorts shouldn't be a thing, because they already are a thing. They're called shorts. And it's
That's
a
true.
2.5 inch, 3 inch seam
I think
is optimal.
I think they shortened it from short pants just
Yeah.
to be shorts.
Just shorts, but not
Yeah.
short shorts. Like what the? Okay, no. Two, shame on celebrities for trying to take something.
Specifically The Rock.
No, I'm done saying his name.
Okay.
Shame on celebrities for taking something that's tried and true in the military and trying to make it their own, trying to make it the latest fad, right? It's not fetch. It's not going to catch on. It's just not happening. Okay?
Like a Mean Girls reference too. Jesus.
Yeah.
He is upset, people.
And three, if you're going to wear Silkies, respect the fucking Silkies. Okay? If you don't,
How are they?
now I'm not going to say if you
disrespecting
don't
the Silkies?
deserve to wear Silkies. I'm not going to say that, right? You can wear Silkies.
The Rock has saved the world at least a dozen times.
I've moved. That was two. I've moved past that. This is specifically for our veteran brothers and sisters.
Got it.
Okay. I will not throw down the gauntlet and say you don't deserve to wear Silkies. You can wear Silkies if you'd like to, but honor the Silkies and make sure you fit into your Silkies.
Okay.
You know where I'm going with this? You gotta look right in the Silkies.
I would like you to take us there. I know where you're going.
Yeah?
Take us down the road.
Take down the rabbit hole?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Well, first of all, I'm wearing Silkies right now.
Prove it.
I wear Silkies every single day. I
it.
don't own any other type of underwear than black, Sophie, Ranger Panty Silkies, right? That's it. That's all I wear because they're amazing. Because I'm always ready for PT. No, I'm not. They're just wicked comfortable, and I got ridiculously addicted to them because we always had to wear them.
Of
So
course.
I wear them, right? But what I so
So mad.
I know. This is, I mean, soapbox, right? This is our chance to really push the hard-hitting
This is it.
hard-hitting issues in the veteran community. I feel Silkies might be part of it. So I want to read something from the Church of the Silkie. Okay. This is yeah. So this was a.
Do I take my hat off?
No,
Like,
I mean this is a piece, and we're going to go into something further on this too, because I will tell you that there are over 10,000 reviews of the Silkie on Amazon.com, and the questions and answers that were asked about Silkies on Amazon.com, where you can get them for $12.95. Delivered tomorrow if you order in the next 2
that's
hours.
actually a really good deal.
Yeah, it is. It is. But they're like $8.95 at your local BX or PX military clothing sales. So these shorts are the best thing to happen to me since the creation of democracy.
What the fuck?
Nothing screams freedom like these justice-inducing booty shorts. I especially love the duo these buttocks display power pants with skin-tight American flag tank top. If you love bald eagles, freedom, and flexing your quads at strangers for the simple pleasure of gauging their reaction.
Gouging?
Yeah, I was gonna say gouging their eyeballs. Gauging, reading's hard. Gauging
Yeah, let's
their
give the
reaction,
two guys who can't read a podcast.
then I highly encourage you to hop on the freedom train and purchase these shorts. They do not disappoint. Okay.
They don't.
So I want people.
Is that straight out of the Bible?
That's the Church of the Silkie.
Okay.
So one of the most important things and important rules I'm a follower of is if it's skies out, then thighs out.
Obviously.
The moment the temperature gets above 41 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm in shorts. Okay. And obviously I'm in jeans today because I came from work. I'm forced to do that. But home, shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And their inseam is 2.5 inches to 3 inches. Like we're
I don't think I've seen this fire from you in a long time. I like it.
So I want people to. I'm not negative on the Silkie. I'm not bashing it. I'm pro Silkie. Okay, I'm 100% pro Silkie. I just think people need to give it the respect that it deserves, and I don't like the media saying that short shorts are not cool and just shouldn't be. The person I look up most, the veteran I look up to the most, is an individual named Thomas Magnum. And Thomas Magnum, as a private investigator in Hawaii, would wear the shortest shorts possible because they were effective to him solving problems. Okay, and the fact that he could tuck a Hawaiian shirt into him and that mustache, amazing, right? So he used them as basically like it's part of his crime solving. Like they were beneficial to him doing it, like free range of motion, all kinds of stuff. Always ready to run, always ready to be in the water. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Don't even say it.
So his whole. Let me just get this straight.
Yeah.
His whole. Crime fighting abilities, we'll call him.
Private investigating, really, because he didn't really fight too much crime. He was solving the hard-hitting cases.
So his whole crime solving abilities come from his shorts because of his newfound range of motion.
No. What I'm saying is his crime fighting or private investigating abilities were better enhanced because he was wearing the appropriate type of clothing to do that.
Are there episodes with him wearing pants?
Yeah, but he was uncomfortable. You could see it. He couldn't solve the problem.
But those were always a to be continued
yeah,
episode.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like dun dun dun.
to be continued.
To be continued.
Wait till next week when the weather gets warm and he wears his shorts, and then he'll solve it.
I need to kick back on this too, though. Like we need to be on topic here. We need to just. I want for the military listener to understand that it's okay to wear Silkies if you wear them appropriately, right? For the civilian listener to understand that Silkies are okay to wear all the time, and you should probably buy, 2 to 14 pairs. So the 10,000 ratings on Amazon for the Silky. And this, if you don't believe me, type it in. It's just Softy men's Ranger panty running shorts, black.
Be a weird thing to lie about.
I know. So there's 78% of those are 5 stars. Now some of those are amazing. This guy Todd.
Fucking Todd,
Todd.
man. Don't pick a guy named Todd.
This guy Todd gave it this review 5 stars. Upper thighs just as brilliant white as new fallen snow. These are the first Silkies I've owned since I got out of the military. I tried them on, walked around the house. Upper thighs just as brilliant white as new fallen snow. My wife was physically knocked down from the power and the glory of the Silkies. Okay, amazing, right? Amazing. One says they're delivered on time and as described. Meh. Okay, got it. But thanks, got it. But what's amazing too is the questions that people ask about the Silky. You can ask the question on Amazon and say,
yeah.
Okay, so these responses. The question was, what kind of underwear do you wear with them?
Jesus.
Now, there was about 1,700 answers to this, but the first one really takes the cake and just says it. It says, underwear, exclamation, question mark, exclamation point. The French wore underwear with their Ranger panties, and the Nazis invaded easily. Be a man and protect America. If you're Canadian, maybe you should wear underwear. It gets cold up there. Are you Canadian, eh? Answer number 2. What's an underwear?
What's an underwear?
So I'm just looking through these. They're just answer. Absolutely not. To wear underwear with these is akin to slipping between the silk sheets with your wife and wearing stiff denim jeans.
All right. So moral of the story: if you're not freeballing it in your Silkies,
correct.
Bobby's gonna find you.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a talk, Magnum PI style.
I don't know what that means, but
just remember, skies out, thighs out.
If that's a motto to live by, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
We still rolling? Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, Bobby. He kind of looks trollish in this picture. Like he's taking that picture from under his bridge. Anyways. And that, folks, is why Rippets are banned from Wilco Media. Now, I think we can all agree that I'm the face of the show. And Bobby, the brains. Which is why, when I chose my favorite segment, I can only think back to about 2 episodes ago. Some of my favorite stories are shenanigans that we get into when we're overseas. The fuckery and tomfoolery that happens over there, it just can't be replicated stateside. I don't think this one needs any type of introduction, so let's dive right into it. Let's go back to episode 18 for No Shit, There I Was.
I'm coming from the north, from the south. You don't even know. I'm just like exploding into action.
I feel like we have.
So I got one story. It's a good one though. It's gonna get playfully anti-Semitic a little bit, but they were involved. They were involved in it. Yo.
Oh my God! Okay.
I think I killed you. Okay?
Yeah, I'm too.
Okay.
I'm not.
Drink some water.
Okay.
You'll understand after I read it.
Okay, please don't get us
No, we're fine.
excommunicated.
A slightly distant cousin of mine spent time in the military, I think during the Vietnam War.
Okay.
So one night, one of his fellow soldiers, who either wasn't very observant, extremely sheltered, or just kind of stupid, comes up to him and says, "Hey, Koopelman, I hear there's a Jew in our unit." My cousin, deciding to play along, says, "Really? We should find out who it is." They proceed to go around and wake up each soldier by shining a flashlight in their face and asking if they were the Jew. And that is how my Jewish cousin participated in a Jew hunt.
The Bear Jew?
The Bear Jew.
Yeah.
I actually have 2 stories.
I was going to say, Koopelman, it's a
very Jewish name.
very Jewish name.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah, that's
Very
why I said
funny.
playfully.
I know. Playfully anti-Semitic. But this guy was like, We had to find that Jew.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. The guy was like very, because it was Vietnam, so you had a lot of like homegrown, like small town,
Drafted.
very Catholic people.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not looking at you.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
I am because I'm talking to you.
You literally are looking at me.
I'm
right
looking.
Now. It's kind of
yeah, I was looking right at your face.
and turning me on. Oh, it's kind of weird.
But yeah, it's just funny because it's like, hey, we got to find who this Jew is.
Are you with me?
You with me? And this,
Am I right?
This guy's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
right.
I would do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Lead him off the scent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny in a not funny way, but anyway.
Different times.
Different times and just bad people.
That's what people say when when
different times.
when they were doing
Literally
really,
yesterday.
really wrong shit. Nah, different times.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was like in 2 hours
I thought
ago.
you were gonna say they were in the Israeli army. Did you hear there's a Jew here?
What? Let's get him.
Let's get him. Okay. All right.
No,
cool.
Hey, Vietnam. Am I right?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. That's what I always say.
Do you want to talk any more about that one, or do you want to go to the next story?
No, that's all right.
Okay. So as a paralegal in the military, we would always receive a copy of the previous night's police blotter. One of the most disturbing reports was of a young soldier drunk in downtown Korea. He was...
Never.
Yeah, callback. He was out past curfew and was spotted by the MPs. He tried to make a run for it through an alley and then climbed up to the top of a shed or building. This one could also be rogue privacy, and you'll find out why. He then tried to parkour his way to freedom across the rooftops of those shops. Little did Ezio know he would fall through one of those roofs and impale his asshole in a pipe. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know how tall those roofs are, but any height is too high to be impaled in the butthole by a pipe.
Yeah. Yeah, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, that's Korea.
Yeah. Meh, it's Korea.
It's Korea.
You can say that anywhere, like, meh, it's Massachusetts.
And that's how I got fucking impaled by a pipe.
Yeah.
But hey.
Hey, it's Korea.
But hey.
This guy gets
That was
it, right?
Woodstock, am I right?
Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Oh, I had a Woodstock story.
Go on.
I wasn't actually at Woodstock.
I don't know
However,
about that. You're the right demographic.
this is true. So I actually missed my ride to Woodstock.
Damn it.
Yeah. The legit story.
Was that the only story?
No.
Was
So,
that it?
so when I was a young private
Yep.
in upstate New York at Fort Drum,
Mm-hmm.
my roommate, fucking total hippie, dope smoking fiend.
Hell yeah.
I had just gotten to the unit, was like in processing, doing all this shit, and hanging out with my buddy, like hanging out with this guy. And been a couple months, and him and another guy were going to the 30th reunion of Woodstock in New York. So this was '99.
Oh, shit. I remember that.
Yeah, huge festival. Like,
I'll tell you why I remember that after you're done telling us. It's
you-
a fucking stupid reason.
Okay.
Very, very
you read
stupid
about it in
reason.
history?
No,
Yeah.
because I was actually, it's funny, this is how old you are. I was in summer camp when that, true story. I was in summer camp when that was going on, and I had a friend, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to that. And I was like, oh, that's fucking cool, man.
What is it?
His name was Creed, and the band Creed was playing at that. That was his fucking stupid joke.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because I was in summer camp
So
when you were in basic.
Dave, my roommate, was totally going to smoke a shitload of weed. This is '90s, so this is when weed was really illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, really illegal. And
What was that like? Did it suck?
yeah, it sucked,
It's
especially in the
probably
military.
terrible.
And he's like, "Hey, man, we're fucking leaving at like 3:45 on the dot, man. So you need to be in the room and like we're out."
I feel like you're profiling his voice.
Dude, that's
right now.
fucking how he was a hippie, man. Yeah, and
First of all, hippie wouldn't be that strict. He'd be like, "Listen, man, like, we're gonna leave at like 5, but like, if you want to sleep, it's fine. Like, I can come back at 5:30. It's not a big
no, but
deal."
you gotta remember, this is a hippie that was in the infantry. He was like fucking hardcore hippie. He's like, "We're leaving at fucking 3:45, man. Like the bus is out because they had to get there. They had, get in." And I was like, "All right, cool, dude. I'm totally in. I'm fucking going. I got it. We're all set." And then my fucking platoon sergeant like grabbed me at the end of formation. This was like on a Friday that we were heading out for the festival because it was only like a 3-hour bus or like 3-hour ride away or something like that. He held me and was like talking to me about like your potential and I'm like,
Oh, what a
dude,
prick.
I'm trying to go fucking smoke weed at a fucking music festival.
I'm trying to make bad decisions. Get the fuck out of my
You're
way.
fucking talking to me about like my potential and whatnot.
I don't hear about that shit right now.
It's crazy. I mean, come on, man. And anyway, I got back to the room.
They were fucking gone.
They were gone.
Yeah.
They were
Dude, you
gone.
don't get in the way of a hippie who's trying to fucking go smoke some weed.
And you know what the worst part was? When he came back from it, he was like, "Oh man, you were going too? I totally forgot. I didn't know that, bro. I would have waited,
crazy.
man.
I would have waited for you, man.
I would have waited, but it was fucking amazing,
It was so
bro.
wild, bro. You should have seen the
amazing.
titties
Dude,
and like
check out this poncho I got
fucking
there. man.
wild.
Yeah, anyway, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But anyway, I missed my chance to go to Woodstock 99. Yeah, and guess what? I had a lot more potential in the military because I didn't smoke weed.
Is that what you're gonna hang your hat on?
Yep.
Okay.
It's an true Hollywood story about Bobby Colleton.
Well, I'm probably gonna say you ended up in a better spot.
Look
than,
at me now,
than
right? Am I right?
Than this guy did. Yeah.
Am I
This guy
right?
didn't know his potential, and he got a pipe in the ass.
Right, jumping,
Yeah.
jumping, parkour, and who the fuck does that? No one.
Aladdin.
It's not a real, yeah, but he had a magic carpet.
He did a magic carpet, not in the beginning.
Well,
He had a monkey.
that's true. Dude, I want a monkey.
I hear they're a pain in the ass.
I hear they're playing the ass too.
Yeah, they're a huge pain in the ass.
I know. Ross had one on Friends, Marcel. Just an asshole. Anyway, wow. So,
That was no shit there was this week, man.
yeah. You know what? That was a good one.
Yeah.
Brought back some painful memories about me missing Woodstock.
Yeah.
And having...
Yeah,
I
I mean, it
love
was a little
adventure.
surprise because I thought I had one story. Turns out I just had to hit the space button. Had
Go
turned
figure.
into two.
Go figure.
It would have been weird if I was like, yeah, and I just kept reading after the Jew hunt thing, and then I was a
Jew.
paralegal. I was like, where
bear
the fuck
Jew.
is this story
bear
going?
Jew.
Now he's a paralegal.
Yeah, there's a parallel. Oh, good for him.
Makes sense.
Guy's got a lot of potential.
Makes sense. He
Lot of
realized his potential.
Don't need that anymore.
I'm keeping all this.
You better keep it. Ouch. Right in the pooper. But like I always say, better than me. I love when you beautiful booties send in stories for mail call. And while I can't read, hold on, let's go back to that one.
Well, I can't read.
It's me.
It says I can't read.
Oh, dude, I fucked up as I said I can't read. Ouch. Right in the pooper. Well, like I always say, better than me, right? I love it when you beautiful booties send in your stories for mail call. And while I don't read them, for the obvious fact that I can't read, Bobby reads them to me before I go to bed. And one of my favorite ones came from an anonymous coastie. And speaking of right in the pooper, let's take a look at why you should never mix personal pleasuring, showering, and sandwiches in episode 14's Mail Call.
I mean, I can't focus right now. Unless, oh, hold on. Do you want to talk about this?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Good, because I don't either. Okay? You got some homework to do. You got some explaining to do.
All right.
This one was sent in by
Anonymous.
Anonymous, from his hometown of, I believe that's your mother's house, is what the acronym stands for.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I don't even know where she lives. You kidding me?
He would like to remain anonymous. However,
I'm going to say his name.
he says in the seagoing service, so it's obviously in the Navy because the Coast Guard doesn't go out to the sea. They
Well,
go to the beach.
If you looked at the military branch,
I know. I was kidding.
it says USCG, which means United States Cock Gobbler, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it stands for United States Coast Guard. And they are seafarers. I'm actually really impressed with some of our Coast Guardsmen. But this one is entitled Shower Time. So, shower time in the seagoing service, as in land-based branches, I presume shower time is cherished routine.
It's the best time.
It's the best time,
Yeah.
other than chow time.
That's what keeps me going during the day.
On ships, it is primary due to potential for being on water rations, whether because the RO, reverse osmosis system, used for converting salt water into fresh water is broken, or we're just not in good water to replenish the potable water tanks. They have to fill up their fucking showers with.
That was a long way of saying
I
he
know.
just has to fill up his showers.
You know, and it's funny is like, and we're hacking on this guy because we love him, because we know who it is.
Yeah.
But the fact that he said RO and then you usually put like parentheses to say what that is, it's like 47 words in the parentheses to explain RO.
It's a 2-sentence story, but a full paragraph is explaining what RO is.
Is broken, or we're just not in good water to replenish. Yeah, we got, okay. So whether it be a nice hot shower at the end of a long day, your personal alone time for depositing freshwater jellyfish in the gray water tanks.
Oh, masturbation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure what that is.
We've all been there.
Your personal, I read that, sorry.
Read it again.
Or spending quality time with a friend to wash each other's backs, sailors enjoy their shower time. One sailor had been missing his shower time so much one deployment that upon return to dry land, he took things a little too far. After preparing a snack, and
Sounds like it's going to get a little rapey.
I know. And allowing the water to warm up in his barracks shower, not tub, he indulged in some personal activities. I can only assume the partially eaten snack that was eventually found with the seaman, yes, that was his rank in question, was foresight on his part towards a necessary replenishment of energy due to his planned shower time activities. Unfortunately, the snack was apparently not enough. Around 0200 in the morning, the base officer of the day was awoken to access the seaman's barracks room. He received the call due to the fact that the Command Operations Center watch floor was being inundated with gallons of water from above.
How long is this guy rubbing it out?
His barracks room was
Jesus
2
Christ.
floors above said watch floor. Upon entering the barracks room, the OOD, or the officer of the day, found the young sailor in a flooded bathroom, fully naked, passed out on the stall floor, sitting on a towel clogging the drain, with a partially eaten sandwich in one hand, and rumor has it, some sort of personal use phallic object in the other. Unfortunately, his captain's mast was closed to spectators. For those of you not in the nautical services, captain's mast is basically his Article 15 hearing, was closed to spectators. But he was very quickly removed from the service after causing close to $100,000 in damage to the building, as well as sensitive electronics and communications equipment, all because some poor sailor just wanted to enjoy shower time.
He got booted up for that?
Yeah.
That's just like a Tuesday.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Weak service.
So,
First of all, thank you so much for Any Mouse for sending that in. We appreciate you.
tell my mom I said hello, by the way.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
tell mom thanks.
Okay.
Where to begin with that one?
So, I'm assuming the partially eaten snack.
You did say sandwich later.
It
in
was a
time.
sandwich.
A Sammy.
That's a sesh, man. He's going in for a fucking hard sesh if he makes a sandwich beforehand and doesn't eat it before. Like, he's like, I'm gonna need this for later.
I'm going to replenish with this.
Yeah. So he
Partially
brings it into the shower.
My question, and this is how I think, is like, do you think it was a pre-made store-bought sandwich or he made it himself?
Does that matter?
That's what I can only think of. I'm thinking, like, did he buy it from like 7-Eleven? Was it like in a plastic wrapper? Like that
Listen,
kind of
I would
sandwich?
hope he has at least some sort of self-respect to where it's a homemade sandwich.
I don't think it was. I think it was a hoagie.
Listen, how did he pass out?
I don't know.
How big is his dick to where when he gets a boner, he passes out? That's a lot of blood flow.
Yeah, but I also think, like, if we go back to it, it says...
Maybe that's why they fucking kicked him out. They were just jealous of his hog.
Yeah, but if you look at it, it says, passed out on the shower stall floor, sitting on a towel clogging the drain, with a partially eaten sandwich in one hand, and rumor has it, some sort of personal use phallic object in the other. So,
Like a dildo?
yeah. Or fleshlight.
I'd prefer to think it was a dildo.
Yeah, but that's very difficult, I would assume, to do it yourself.
Why? He's got two hands. He's one hand on the sandwich.
He doesn't
one
have
hand
two
on the
hands,
dildo.
though.
Yeah.
He only has one at this
Yeah,
point.
one hand on the sandwich, one hand on the dildo. What else do you need?
Yeah, I don't know. This is a great story. I appreciate that. This is the kind of things that we like to read.
I have such an image in my head right now.
And yeah, right. If it was was it a store-bought sandwich? That's what you're thinking.
No, it's
That's what you're
not.
thinking.
I'm
Was it
thinking at
was it
all.
an Italian? Was it like steak and cheese?
I bet it was a fleshlight. I bet it was a fleshlight. I'm getting snapped at.
Snapped at.
Oh shit! I was thinking that too. Was it like the suction cup dildo?
Oh yeah.
Two hands on the sandwich.
Yeah, but also,
Nom nom nom.
but
And
also
then-
though, I do have to say that if this was a barracks shower, no room for that. He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting that shit done in the shower. I would have to go.
I
with
think you
fleshlight.
underestimate
the semen's
the
power.
versatility of a semen.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna go. I'm sticking with fleshlight.
Okay, so we'll call it a fleshlight. So he's cranking it out for apparently a long time. See, phallic means penis.
I get that.
got it.
I get that, but I know the person that wrote this, so I think he would have. Producer Big Dick Nick is thinking way too much into this.
Says the guy who was talking about a store-bought sandwich or not.
That's different. That's what the people want to know.
It's not though. It was
Because did he choke on the store-bought sandwich? Would it have happened if he made a nice Nutella and peanut butter or nice
I would
Nutella
like to
and
think of the fact that he was about to finish himself off, was like, I can't do it without being nourished. So he reaches over, gets his sandwich, takes a bite, he's finished himself off. This is for you YouTubers right here. Finished himself off, and then as he orgasms, he chokes on the sandwich
Elvis style.
and passes out.
Yeah, it took out Elvis.
Listen, that's not... Big Dick Nick says he choked on the dildo.
This is a family show.
Yeah, now it's a family show.
Listen, Seaman, if you're listening, write us in.
Yeah.
Tell
How
us-
do you guys usually get off in the shower?
Tell us the. No, I'm talking about this Seaman. You know he's probably listening.
Oh, he better be.
So, give us the blueprint. Walk us through.
I still can't believe they booted him out for that.
Well,
I'd imagine that he got booted out of the Coast Guard. Like the next day, walked into an Army recruiter's office, told him the story.
in the surge, and they're like,
Told him the story, and they just, they gave him a commission. They just made him a captain.
yeah, but they were like, they also said, what kind of sandwich was it? We don't want no turkey sandwich. Is that roast beef?
Did you make that sandwich from home, or did you
Is that roast
did you
beef?
buy it from a store?
Was it chicken and hot sauce on it?
No one cares about the sandwich.
Speak
Okay?
for yourself.
Unless it was like something odd, like an egg salad.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's probably why they kicked
That's
him out.
why
then.
they kicked it.
He
Case
was
closed.
He was eating an egg salad sandwich, and the Coast Guard was like, "Nope,
Not up in here.
not up in here. We're like, we have an image to uphold."
You know what wasn't on that bread was butter. That's for sure.
He was buttering his own bread. He didn't need it. He didn't need it.
All right.
Wow.
Woo! That was a good one. Thank you
Yeah.
for that story.
I intentionally didn't read the mail call prior, and I'm glad I didn't, because that was
saved it.
I saved it.
There's still so many unanswered questions there. After mail call is usually when we wrap up the episode. But looking back on all these moments has me so tickled that I want to do one more. A little bonus for the booties, if you will. We had the privilege, no, the honor, of having Mr. Mike Matros, founder of the Heroes Cup, on as our very first guest. And I'm sure you all recall he did not disappoint. Being a longtime firefighter, he gives us an inside look that they're not much different than veterans. He tells a tale of maybe one of the best pranks that I've ever heard. There are two things you should never leave unattended, people. your drink at a bar, and your golf clubs at a firehouse. From way back in episode 12, we have a little story that bears the same name as the episode title, the Putt Plug.
What's some of the craziest firehouse prank stories? Unless you've got guys doing meth in the corner.
Well, not that I know about, anyways.
That's more for the more bigger cities, like that's
Yeah.
like New York, Atlanta,
Yeah.
Chicago.
We had one. This kid, we had a bunch of them, but this one always just got me because of the whole setup and how much planning and stuff went into it. So we're on shift. The next day, we have a foursome in a neighboring fire department's golf tournament. So we're all going golfing, and this kid is one of those golf hardos, takes golf super serious, has to be out on the putting green, has to be there a half hour early. He's the guy you don't want in a tournament because he's the one. Oh nope, you sculled that ball. That one's gonna count.
I saw it.
So this one, he's super serious about it, and so
Yeah, we don't like those guys.
Yeah, no.
the kid goes to bed early because he needed to get a good night's sleep for his golf tournament the next day. We knew he was gonna do that. Well, the lieutenant thought it was funny, and he knew it was going to happen, so he went and did some pre-planning. Well, he went out shopping to get some stuff to mess with him the next day at the golf course. So all of a sudden, he's taking tools out of his truck. He brought a fucking drill press to the fire station. I'm like, what are you going to do with that? He's like, I got to get this prank. This is going to be great. So he goes out to the firefighter's car, gets in his car, grabs his putter. All of a sudden, he takes out this big, ginormous freaking black dildo and puts it in the drill press, drills it out, hollows it out, regrips the guy's putter for him, completely regripped it. So then he goes to sleep, and this took us like probably 4 hours on the apparatus floor, just making this thing meticulous, and put it back in his bag, in his car. The guy had no idea. He goes out on the putting green. And he's like ready to go practice his putts, super serious. We offered him a beer. He's like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I still got to golf. Like, just not happening, being so serious. Pulls his putter out to go practice. And no lie, that thing took 2 hands to get around. And he's sitting there, and he just turns red as the sheets behind you. And he was just horrified. And he played golf 18 holes with this big, ginormous, black, veiny cock.
Best round of his life.
It's actually made him better.
Everywhere he went, everyone's like, let me see the club, let me see the club. He was like famous for the club.
Oh, man.
He ended up auctioning it off at the end of the tournament.
Oh, really?
I'm sure some girls like, I don't care what it costs, pay for that.
Yeah,
I
want
it.
that now. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the more carefully well-crafted
Wow,
pranks I've ever heard. That was awesome.
It's so funny that it was an LT that did it to a lieutenant.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I don't think that fire officers are probably the same as
I feel like they
officers.
should. I feel like they're more responsible than a lieutenant in the military.
Yeah.
How long does it take usually to become a lieutenant in the firehouse?
At least 10 years usually.
Yeah, see, they're way more responsible than a regular lieutenant.
Yeah.
That's why he had a drill press.
Yeah. That's a good one.
He's
Mike.
been places in life and shit. Yeah.
And
He's done shit.
more than
An
likely.
amateur would have tried doing it with a drill and put
yeah.
a hole right through his hand.
Yeah,
and the joke would have
exactly.
been on him.
The whole dick would have been all fucking
Oh no, this
cattywampus.
was very well planned.
Yeah,
So
I
have
bet he
to-
had like a micrometer and stuff like
But
that.
I
And
don't know what that is. But breaking this down as I typically have to, I'm now thinking about this guy dildo shopping, looking for the right one, like picking it up, like shaking it, and then like putting it to his nope.
It's got to have the right weight.
Yeah.
It's got to have the right
He's just sitting
texture.
there, like,
did it have
holding-
the balls on it too?
No,
Because that would
He's
have
like
been
holding it,
hilarious.
like just swinging, like, sir, can we help you, sir? And he's like, nope, just shopping.
I think
Just
it was the veins that got
shopping
him.
for dicks.
He's like needed something.
That's like kind of grip.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
grip.
right, he
you
wanted
know?
the grip.
Sweat. You're sweating. It's hot. It's golf tournament season. That's good.
I
That's a good
mean,
one.
that makes sense.
That's a good
That
one.
makes
Would you say are pranks common in firehouses? I mean, is it?
They have to be, right? Like,
You know what? They were when I started. They're dying down, and now everybody's on this, so nobody has time to worry about their pranks,
Yeah,
right?
everyone's like, check
which
out
is
this
kind of sad
Instagram
because like
video.
that's one of my favorite parts of the fire department.
Yeah.
So they're definitely dying down, or they're just getting weak. People are putting that much effort into.
I was
them
gonna
now.
say, because like you said, it took 4 hours to do that.
Yeah.
That was probably like the funnest 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. We were all belly laughing as this kid's sitting on his pillow, getting his good night's sleep for his golf
Yeah.
tournament the next day.
So
You know.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
But-
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. No, there'll be
That
a
is
lot
perfect.
of pranks done, but they're all like quick amateur ones. One guy left his Facebook page open, or no, he left something open, so he changed it. It's funny, but then The other guy got back to him and said, "Oh, you're funny." He took an ad out on Craigslist. Free Bruins tickets for the Stanley Cup. First one, best Chewbacca voice on my voicemail wins Stanley tickets. Just leave a voicemail, and I'll have your number, and I'll call you back. And so his phone was bzz, 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 just all
Just
night.
Chewbacca's.
And literally it's just screaming into his voicemail, and he just had to sit there, delete, listen to every single one of them.
See, we talked about it. Remember
We
that? We
did.
talked
That
about
was
this on. That's
something,
brilliant. Firehouse, fire services.
Those
even
some
good.
super. So I mean, military members, you gotta step it up.
I
You gotta
know.
step it up.
Seriously.
I haven't s- seen one dildo prank.
I want to see a dildo on someone's handle of their M4 when they go to shoot at the range. Like, come on now, people, step this thing up.
Like the pistol grip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like on like the first sergeants. Come on.
That's true.
Just right down the barrel.
just that's what you're looking through.
The scope. Scope it.
I mean, guys, we've given you 3 here. Okay, it's in
Okay.
your hands.
As
Literally.
long as the dildo is close to his face. when he's
Figuratively
shooting,
and literally
that's-
in your
yeah,
hands.
in his hands or fist.
Wow. What a ride that was, huh? The roller coaster of I can't even say roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of emotions, people. And it's been intense. We've laughed. We've cried. Well, I've cried. But in the end, we made it through. As always, a huge, almost as big as his dick, thank you to the one and only Big Dick Nick and the Wilco Media team for being fucking rock stars and just being great at their jobs and making us look great and sound not so dumb. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us there at BT Boots Podcast and on our YouTube page, Wilco Media. And like and subscribe to us anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And if you could leave a review, that'd just be great. If you want to send in a story as well, you can have it read on the podcast by Bobby, of course, for obvious reasons. You can do that at
WilcoMediaPro.com/BTP podcast.
and that does it for us here on the special edition of Behind the Boots. Bobby, get well soon, and we will see you all next week.